Hey, Jimmy. Hey, what's up, buddy? You doing all right tonight, Jimmy? Hey, Joshy and Stacy. Hey, what's up, dude? Hey, Angie. Hey, DP. Hey, thanks for everybody coming in. I just decided to go live. Nobody's been live in a while, so figured I'd go live because I knew I wasn't going to go live tomorrow night. That's good, Jimmy. Hey, Snakey Hollow family. Hey, Leslie. Jimmy saying hey to Joshy and Stacy. Hey, JT Adventures. Hey, Angie saying hey to Joshy and Stacy. Joshy saying hey to Jimmy. Yeah, long time no talk, Leslie. That's right. I'm up here at the what they call the lodge up here at the campground. I know the internet's strong right here. Of course, there's not many people here right now. I mean, there's a few, but not like it was over the weekend. I'm at the campground, DP. Joshy saying hey to Angie. Uh, Jimmy saying hey to Harvey Five. Leslie saying hey to Leslie, or Angie saying hey to Leslie, and not Leslie saying hey to Leslie. uh, Snaky Hollow family saying hey to Josh and Stacy, and Leslie saying hey, Angie saying hey, everybody saying hey. Joshy saying what's up to Snaky. Hey, William. Yeah, William, it was the starter. It's definitely the starter. That was the other reason why I went live, because I knew some of you guys on here uh, knew what happened today. Yeah, Leslie does talk to Leslie sometimes. Hell, I do it too, Leslie. Well, I guess I talk more to Tootsie than I do me. Angie's laughing at Leslie. Hey, Josh, are you in town? I don't know. I guess you're. I know you had to go back home uh, on account of the family and stuff. Uh, but I didn't know if you came back or if you're back or what. And you don't have to answer that if you don't want to either. I'm just curious. I built a fire. Been missing our fire chats. I built a fire night before last. Yeah, I didn't build one last night. Night before last. Angie's laughing at Leslie. Snakey says, "Who all is going to be around the weekend, 4th of July?" I'm not sure. I know I won't be here as far as in Pigeon Forge. JT saying Joshy the barbecue sauce is awesome. Everybody's saying his sauce is awesome. Everybody that I've talked to, they say it's real good. William says I watched LSU and Wake Forest College World. Oh, you're watching? Yeah. I knew they was playing. I think that's what's on behind me now. It is. That's what's on behind me now. That's why I sort of got the camera turned a little bit, because you can kind of see the TV. I don't know if it's a copyright thing or not, but anyhow. I saw where Tennessee though won, so Tennessee gets the loser of this game, if I heard that right. Jimmy saying, hey. Okay, you're in Georgia. All right, so you're still in Georgia. Hey, Joshy, how's things going in Georgia? I mean, I know you know what I'm asking, so you can sort of answer it whatever way you want to. Joshy says, hey, Josh, I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed it. He's talking to JT Adventures. Jimmy saying, hey to Snaky. Hey, right quick, can y'all hear me all right and everything? I just didn't want to talk too loud. Of course, there's nobody out here at the moment. There was a few out here playing. But Jimmy saying, hey to Snaky. William says, Josh, how close are we to getting my order? Joshy says, except for Leslie, she hasn't said it was good. I don't know what to say about that. Joshy said he's ready to invoice William. Hey, Ed. Hey, thanks for coming in, Ed. Hey, Natalie. Hey, how's Natalie doing? Snakey saying, hey. Lady says, Josh, you know why I haven't said anything about mine. And Josh says, everything is perfect. We'll catch up on it. Okay. All right, that's good, bud. Uh, JT Adventures is saying it's good. Josh says, I'm playing Leslie. I know why. I figured she knew that you was playing with her and stuff. William says, okay, I'll pay him for details. Hey, Paul. I have returned. Now, you meaning on here or you in Pigeon Forge now, Paul? And you don't have to answer if you don't want to, just wondering, because I know you're Vacation Stations TV's first subscriber. I got to meet you one time. Leslie's laughing at Joshy. Jimmy saying hey to William. Angie saying hey. William says Lorna's going to take care of it. Joshy be looking for PM. Snakey saying hi. Joshy saying William. Paul saying howdy, y'all. I'm coming down next Sunday. Oh, dang, I'm going to miss you, Paul. I leave this week, actually, to go back home. And I won't be in town, so I'm going to miss you this go around. But I'm sure you'll be back before I get gone, as far as, later on in the year. And William says, hey, Jimmy, I like that name set up. And Lady says, eventually I get to tell him how delicious his sauce is. I'm sure I'll love it. Yeah, everybody, I hadn't heard anybody say that they didn't like it, as far as ones that I talked to, whether it's phone or Facebook, because I know I got a few of y'all, as far as where we can text or, Facebook Messenger type deal. Dang it, Jeff, when you coming back then? I'll be back. I don't really want to tell that right now, Paul, but I will be back in July, though. I will be back. Joshy says, Leslie, you better say it's good. I'm pretty sure she'll say it's good. I mean, I tried a little bit of it when I was with him, and I know he's gonna get mad at me or whatever, but it's because of my taste buds, and I'm gonna be honest, it's just a little too hot for me. But that's me. That's my taste buds. I can't stand to have something that's hot, and everybody's different, and I realize that. Other than that, it does have good flavor. Just got a little too much heat for me. If you can make something a little milder, Josh, then shoot, I'll definitely will take some of that. Because like I said, it does have a good flavor. It's just a little too, on the hot side for me. But like I said, everybody else that I've talked to, they love it. They like it hot. Natalie says it's slap your mama good, Leslie. And Paul says, okay. And Leslie says, oh, I will. Yeah, I know it. You're right, Joshy. I am. I'm a little, wussy in the clean way when it comes to stuff like that. I've never been big on anything that's real spicy hot. I never have. And me just being me, if I can't enjoy something that I'm eating, then I'm like old Andy Griffith. I believe I'll let the snails crawl on by. For the ones that know. Yeah, Snakey says the hotter the better. See, as I say, a lot of people like stuff real hot. Josh says, I love that description, Natalie. Leslie says, I'm sure it is, Natalie. I can't wait to smack somebody. I just watched that episode. Did you really, Leslie? Did you really? See, they hadn't showed it on Pluto in a good while. And I've been trying to watch for it, where he's out with that, rich woman and takes him and shows him stuff that he's never tried before. And Natalie says, true, Joshy. And then Leslie says, yes, it came on the other day on cable. Yeah, I figured you wasn't talking about Pluto TV. But I know Pluto TV will show it. It's just a matter of, when I can catch it. Because it's 24/7 as far as Andy Griffith. Joshy says, thank you, Natalie. And William says, Joshy, I'll let you know if it's a hit across the pond. Once it gets here, I'll travel over 7,000 miles to destination. And hey, David C. Perkins, hey, how are you, babe? And Joshy says, awesome, William. I appreciate all y'all coming in. There really ain't much to show. I mean, that's the campground. I'm right at what they call the lodge. That's the playground right in front of you that you're looking at. Of course, they got a volleyball court here, grass-wise, I guess, if you want to say, or want to call it. And of course, I keep wanting to go see Jeff over at the Goat Coaster, and I just hadn't made it. And I don't think, because they changed Miss Marie's schedule again, so I don't think she's there today. But like I said, though, I didn't go. I might go later tonight just to see, because I'm not planning on staying on live long anyway. William says nothing to show, but lots to tell. Yeah, I know it. So for the ones that don't know, my car, which you can't see it, it's behind that bush right here. I'm parked right there behind that bush. Hey, Blaine, my starter went out on, well, it didn't go out, but I could tell my starter, she's in the camper, Natalie. It's a little warmish out here, and plus there was dogs out here earlier, and I just knew she'd bark if I had her with me. But she's in the camper. So anyhow, the other day, Saturday, I got in my car, and it like made a clicking noise, and then finally the starter, kicked in. Well, it done it again yesterday, and done it a little bit worse, I guess, if you want to call it that. So this morning, I knew nobody'd be open till today. So this morning, it was raining. So instead of me cooking, I went and got breakfast. Okay, Josh, that's fine. No problem. I'll be on for a little while. But so this morning it was raining, so I decided to go eat breakfast instead of cooking. Plus, I had this that I had planned that I was going to do. So I went and ate, and I went to the parts store, got the starter, and then went to a place in Sevierville that fixed me up. They put the starter on, and it took a while, about an hour and a half, something like that. But thank the Lord I had Tootsie all taken care of, and she was good to go as far as bathroom wise and all that good stuff. So she stayed at the camper in the AC. But I had to wait for a little while. But anyhow, they got it done, they got it fixed, and I can tell a big difference. As soon as I hit the switch, it's one of those where you just bump the key and it cranks itself. It's almost like a push start, really. But it's not a push start. But you just bump the key. You don't have to sit there and hold the key. And it spins a whole lot faster than what it did. So anyhow, that's what I had go on today. I had to deal with all that. But I got it fixed. It's done. I'm good to go. All right, let me get caught up with you guys. Leslie saying, hey to Blaine. Blaine says, you're behind the bush. I'll be good. Blaine saying, hey to Harvey 5. Joshy said he'd be back. Blaine says, I sure can't wait to get some real flame barbecue. And I think he said he's getting the invoices together. William was asking him about his blame, but he hopped off for a minute. He said he'd be back. David says, hey, may I ask what happened to Dry Creek? My friends have disappeared off my YouTube channel. What happened? I don't know. I don't have an answer for that, David, to be honest with you. And Pam's saying hello. Hey, Pam. Hey, thanks for coming in. So anyhow, that's what I did today, was getting the car fixed as far as the starter, because I knew it wasn't the battery. Williams said Joshy PM sent. And I don't know if he's still on here right now, William, but he said he'd be back. And JT Adventure says, I had a flat tire this morning. Oh, that's not good. I guess we've all had a rough Monday to start off with. And like I say, it was raining here this morning. And I mean, it rained pretty good. But it's kind of cleared up right now, but I think a little bit more is still coming. And of course, they're calling for rain all week. Wayne says, dang, y'all both had great Mondays. Yeah, I know it. At least Monday's about over with. And it wasn't cheap either, what I had done. Of course, the starter itself cost more than what it did to have it put on. Other than that. And I did YouTube it just to see if maybe I could do it myself. Lord have mercy. I'm glad I paid somebody to do it. It's a job. At least for my car, it's a job. Because I watched a YouTube video. JT says it was Monday for sure, but it wasn't bad. That's good. That's good, Josh. William says tornadoes here in South Mississippi. Son-in-law was working the Moss Point area. Yeah, I just saw that on the news, William. Did y'all get any tornadoes near y'all? I meant to ask you that a minute ago, but I was telling before I told my story and I forgot. Because I did see that on the news a little while ago. I was watching the 6:30 news and it showed somewhere in Mississippi where they had some damage. JT says, I just checked and Dry Creek is still on mine. William says, no, sir, it's about 80 miles away. Okay. Well, I knew you was in the northern part of Mississippi, I think, if I remember what you told me is right. But I wasn't sure exactly where all the tornadoes hit, but I did reread your comment there, and you said it was in the south part of Mississippi, because I don't know if they told the exact locations on the news or not. I remember them saying Mississippi. Oh, and make sure anybody on here, make sure TME TV's not live. I sent Teresa a message to find out, but I never did hear back from her yet. So I take it they're not on. As far as, you know, the live show that they do on Mondays. Let's see. Hey, Larry. Hey, buddy. Hey, thanks for coming in. Did you have to work today, Larry, or was you off? And David says, my Dry Creek is blank. Nothing is there. A TV. And Leslie says, I haven't seen any notifications. Okay. That's what I say. I texted her, but I hadn't heard back from her yet. JT says, no, they're not on as of now. Okay, thank you, Josh. I appreciate that. David says, hope they didn't block me. Blaine says, Larry, I'm out of here. Snakey says, my Dry Creek is blank also. Larry says, yep, I just got home and cleaned up, getting ready for dinner. Well, Larry, make sure you fix you a good meal. I know you're probably going to have to, I'll flip the camera around. I know you're going to have to cook for all of them. Blaine, stick around a bit longer. What you doing? Do what? Okay, that's fine. I don't have. I got it. I got it looking this way anyway. So, yeah, I'm live on YouTube. You come say hey if you want to. That's up to you. Blaine says they deleted all the videos. It looks like talking to Snakey. Blaine's laughing at Larry. Jimmy says, "What's up, Larry?" You can come up here if you want to see. That's up to you. It's one of my buddies here. Here comes the other one. They want to get on YouTube. They're here all the time, these two. Move out of the way so they can see you.
We're always just riding around.
Right. Let's see. Jimmy's saying, "What's up to Larry?" Blaine says, "But I'm sure they are okay." Yeah. I might if you want me to. I can. I'm going to chat with them for a little bit. I can flip it around. They're getting ready to play baseball. They just want me to show it on here. Larry says, "Leslie cooked dinner. She's a good little wife." Oh, there you go, Larry. So you've already got your meal made then. Larry saying, "Hey to Jimmy." Snakey says, "Yeah, that's what I'm seeing." And Blaine says, 12 seconds of fame here on YouTube. Yeah. Y'all got y'all's 12 seconds of fame. Do you really? Yeah, well, I need to find out what it is when I get off here, then I'll subscribe to you. JT says, "Well, I just checked mine again. They are on my subscription list, but when I click on it, it's all blank. I don't know what's going on." And Ed says, "I swear, Jeff, you are starting to look like a California beach boy with all that." Yeah, I know it. Yeah, wait till later on. And Josh and Stacy's back. So Joshy's back. So I think there's another one on here, Joshy, I think, asking about the sauce, but I can't remember who it was now. But everybody's looking forward to it. David says, "I got to go to work, everybody. Have a good night." Hey, David, hey, don't work too hard, buddy. I appreciate you coming in. I'm just going live for a little bit anyway. I just went live so that way y'all all could chat and say hey to each other. Because I checked to see if anybody was live before I came on. Let's see. Blaine says, "Night at David." Josh says, "Dry Creek is doing good." Okay, so there you go. So Dry Creek's doing good. Blaine says, hey, can't wait to get some good old. But yeah, I believe it was Blaine that was asking Joshy. Larry saying hey to Joshy. Leslie says, "Shut up, Jeff. Don't brag on that tan." Yeah, I know, Leslie. Go and cuss me. You still got yours, I'm sure. Unless you've quit the tanning bed. Joshy says, "Blaine, I heard it tastes pretty good." And Joshy says, "Larry, my love." And yeah, Larry came in when you had to hop off for a second, Josh. He came in right after that. Blaine says, "Laugh out loud, I bet you rub it well, Joshy." Talking about the sauce. And excuse me. And Jimmy saying hey to Ed. Ed says, "Leslie, you know I didn't say anything about his goatee and mustache." No way, Jeff. I'm not even a white person anymore. And Ed saying hey to Jimmy, asking him how he's doing. Blaine says, "What are you now then, Leslie?" And Jimmy says, "I'm good, Ed." Larry says, "Yeah, he rubs it well." Wait, are we talking about the sauce? Yeah. Yeah, talking about the sauce. They've already got some 4th of July decorations out here. I'll show this right quick. They got that American I mean, I guess I need to loosen this a little bit so I can turn it easier. Oh, wait a minute, that's the wrong thing. still learning this darn tripod. There we go. Well, I got to move the whole tripod. There's the American flag right below the TV. Of course, it shows up better at nighttime. Joshy knows where I'm at. He's been up in this little part, especially when it was cold and we sat at that fireplace right over here back in the day. Let's see, and I'm caught up on the chats right now. So anyhow, like I said though, I just wanted to tell about where I had to get the starter fixed on my car, and then really the main reason was I just knew that nobody had been live. Trying to think, I guess since I've been live, as far as the channels we're subscribed to. Well, Blaine Rayleigh Creative Travel, he was live last night. I got on his show. But other than that, though, as far as our normal lives where we're all together, I knew nobody had been live that I can think of. I guess this past few days. Larry says, I know where you are. Yeah, Larry knows where I'm at too. And Ed says, Jeff, did you get to get your new gimbal? Yeah, that's the other reason why I was going to go live too. Because some people's already seen it and some hadn't. So I was going to get on here to where everybody, because I'm actually showing that. Yeah, I'm live. Yeah. I'm not pointing it that way. You have to come up here. I got the camera on me instead out there. James, hey, thanks for coming in. Blaine says, talking about that butt, Larry. And Leslie's got a dark moon, black moon, I guess is what that is. I'm not sure what she's meaning by that. And Larry says, oh, me too, Blaine. Yeah, anyhow, I'll show it to you. I got it right here. That's what I got. It's backwards to me, so I hope it's not backwards to y'all. But right now I'm using my tripod. And so the only thing I'm using is this piece here, that holds the phone. It holds the phone. So I have all that. My microphone is still in the box in here. As far as the light and the microphone. But this part is in the camper because I unscrewed this part to put on my tripod because I'm using my tripod right now. So anyhow, that's what I went and got it the next day. But like I said, I've left everything else. I don't know if I'm going to use the light and the microphone. I might next week, as far as when I guess go live and show you all the surprise and stuff. It just depends. I might try to play around with this as far as I just don't know if that microphone's any good or not. I mainly just went after for this piece right here because it'll screw into my tripod, and that was the part that had broke on my other one. So, but it was, $14. So, I'm not going to complain, and I got all this for $14. Well, tax and all, 15 and change. Walmart, that's where I got it. So, but yeah, that's what it is, though. That's really the only picture on it. All right, let me get caught up with you guys. Blaine says, talking about that bud. Okay, yeah, I saw that already. And then Larry says, oh, I read that. Sorry. And Blaine, so Blaine knows what kind of gimbal I got. Leslie says, my color, Jeff. That's right. Larry says, there's been a lack of live streamers for sure. Yeah, I know. As far as the ones that we always got on and stuff, I know I've been missing them. And I'm sure you guys have, so that's, I knew I weren't going to be going live tomorrow night, so I figured since T and me wasn't going to go live tonight, I figured I'd get on, at least give y'all a channel to go to where you can chat with each other. That's pretty much, I knew I had a few things to tell, but it gives y'all an opportunity to talk to each other too, so, and I didn't have really anything else going on, so. decided to do this. Blaine says, I guess I need to step my game up, talking to Larry. Ed says, that's a good looking box. Larry says, yes, you do, Blaine. I watched a few minutes last night, but I didn't say hi. I was lurking. Larry, you lurker. Dang, I was on there talking and saying hey for a while. And then I had to get up this morning because I knew what I was going to be doing with the car and stuff. Blaine says, we appreciate it, Larry. Hey, John. Hey, buddy. Acme. Only Smoky Mountain YouTubers I see are people doing blogs on Dollywood. Yeah, and that's because the fireworks have started, which I was going to do that, and I still will, because I got a little connection here. No kidding. I got a little connection here with Dollywood. And I knew that they were going to be doing what it was a pre-run, because the fireworks show and drone show don't actually start till this weekend. And I know I can tell this stuff because he didn't tell me I couldn't tell it. But I've got a connection here at the campground. So I'm looking forward to that for later on. Larry says, did Tommy and Teresa put a video out the other day and then it wasn't? Yeah, and Teresa told me why, and I know I can tell it. And of course, the other reason why I'm not going to be on here long either is because I didn't have my phone charged up enough, and it's already saying 20%, but we still got a little while. But anyhow, Teresa, the reason it went back down was because whenever she loaded it, undoubtedly it had a copyright claim right off the bat. Because that's what she told me. So I don't know if she's got that handled or not. I don't guess she has, because I don't think it's been back up yet. But that's why it was up and then taken back down. It was on account of the copyright. Nobody says, yes, they did, Larry. Said video not available. Yeah, because whenever they had just put it up when I clicked on it, and it was still in the private mode. John says, Dollywood or Gatlinburg are the only ones I see. And Leslie says, Jeff, you knew we would would gab longer than 20%. Yeah, I know it. Well, I mean, that's what I say. We still got a little while, though. I mean, it's not going to die quick, not like my other phone did. Good Lord. As soon as it hit 20, I had about a minute or two, and then it was done for. And I apologize for that, too. I wished I had more power on here, but I mean, we've been on 30 minutes. I'll flip it back around here. Got one crowd playing Frisbee right now. There's a few on the playground. But I knew being up here at the lot, because this is the strongest Wi-Fi area as far as here at the lodge. And of course, matter of fact, the concert, I was right over here shooting whenever I showed y'all that concert that night. I was sitting on the golf cart right in that area right there. And then of course where I'm at right now, this was the concert stage. So if that gives you an idea, where I'm at in here and stuff like that. I was trying to think if anything else. Jeff, I'm not bragging for you. I'm not bragging for you, but I watch a lot of videos and your phone seems to outdo any of them. Well, that's not necessarily true, Ed. It all depends on where you're at and the signal and how many people's in town as far as in here, because that's the thing, though, because like yesterday and Saturday, where everybody's here for Father's Day weekend, I wouldn't have been able to done this as good. I'm sure it would have kicked in and out because it was doing that yesterday to me. And of course everybody got gone this morning, so now not as many's in here sucking up the Wi-Fi. But as far as in town though, I mean, there's people in town, and it's matter of fact, I was trying to check on Tootsie today and it wouldn't let me, even though it said I had full signal, had full strength. I couldn't check on Tootsie with the camera because where everybody's in town right now, because school's out. I mean, there's people here, just they're just not here at this campground right now. But there's people here in town for sure. It was John, but it cleared up. I mean, there's still clouds in the sky. There's still a chance later on, but it on and off showers. I think all this week. We're supposed to have chances of rain all this week and stuff. There's not many. Of course, there was quite a few at the pool there a little while ago, but there's not many riding around right now as far as on bike. Of course, there's not many here either. There's empty spots here. Ed says, I think it does. Yeah, I mean, it does. It's because they based off the why. And how I learned this is Rob and Denise, Dry Creek Home Collections. Rob told me because he knows this stuff. He used to do this mess for a living. And he says they base the Wi-Fi off the population. Well, Pigeon Forge's population ain't but a little over 6,000. You know, I know it's went up some, but it ain't went up much. And that's why the Wi-Fi can't handle all the tourists that come in and stuff when they start, sucking it up. I know they've been working on it and trying to get it better. They definitely worked on the Wi-Fi here and did get it better here because I'm able to ride around and watch Pluto or YouTube or whatever, if I'm playing music or something of that nature as far as when I'm riding around on a golf cart. And I could test that out right now with not many being in here, but I didn't want to do that right yet. But I probably will one of these days, and then that way y'all can see the campground and all that good stuff. At least I'll try. I'm sure it's going to come and go though. But they did have their IT guy here over the weekend, as far as working on the signals and trying to keep the strength up everywhere where it's having to run off extenders and stuff like that. Like right here's that pole right there. That's a Wi-Fi extender, and there's a bunch of them right around in the. Leslie says it was raining and Jerry here all day long. Dang, Leslie, I hate that. No, it was just mainly this morning, and probably after lunch it finally quit. Stayed cloudy for a while, but then the sun came out here probably 2.5 hours ago, somewhere around there, give or take, around 4:30, 5 o'clock. The sun came out and it got warm. Jimmy says it just started raining here in Virginia. Yeah, you're getting what we had, Jimmy. It says, okay, I'll quit bragging on your phone. Yeah, I mean, I know, don't get me wrong. I know my phone's a lot better than my other phone. I do know that. I can tell the difference. I mean, go watch my other shows from before December of last year. I mean, like I said, as far as my live streams from October, I got to go live in October of last year. So from there till right after Christmas, watch those videos, and the quality, I guarantee you can probably tell the difference. I hadn't done it yet, but I have rewatched some of my lives with this new phone just to see how it did do. But of course, you guys give me feedback, and I guess it's clear right now. I mean, is it clear now, or has it been buffering any? I hadn't really asked that. It's Pluto TV, Jimmy. It's an app on your phone. It's free. You can watch Andy. You can watch Green Acres. You can watch movies. Listen to music. It's all 24/7. Andy's a 24/7 channel. Cheers is on there, but it's not 24/7. It's on from morning till like 11 o'clock, and then it goes to another show, and then Cheers comes back on about 4 o'clock in the afternoon and stays on till I think 10 at night, and then switches over back to Becker or something of that nature. But it's all old school stuff though, Jimmy. You just have to download the Pluto. It's all free. Don't cost a thing. Yeah, Ed says, and it's free. Yeah, right. Laser says you can brag on it, Ed. It definitely does a better job at picking up than some do. The quality is great most of the time. William says Pluto on Roku. I don't know if Pluto's on Roku or not. I'm not sure on that, William, because I don't have Roku. And Roku, you got to pay for, don't you? Because I know Pluto TV, if you got a smartphone, just pull up in your app store, you download it for free. Once you get it loaded, you go in there and you start hunting for whatever you want to watch. I mean, it don't have everything as far as like brand new movies and stuff like that. It's all mainly back in the day stuff. Hey, Dan. Hey, thanks for coming in, buddy. I take it you're at work, Dan? Okay, so Pluto is on Roku TV also. Okay, see, Leslie knew. I figured somebody'd know in here. But don't you have to pay for Roku, though? I mean, Roku TV's not free, though. Is that right, or am I wrong? Because I'm not 100% on if I'm telling that right. And Ed's saying that it's free, but I figured he's talking about Pluto. Because I know Pluto TV is. It's a streaming channel on smart TVs, right? And you can do it on computers. You can do the Pluto TV on computer. You don't even have to download nothing. You just type in www.plutotv.com, I believe, and it'll bring up the channels and stuff, and you just scroll through there and pick whatever you want to watch that's on it, at that time. Then they do have an on-demand section on Pluto where you can go in there and, I mean, you can pick and choose whatever episode you want to watch as far as Andy Griffith. Jimmy says, wait a minute. Okay, so you don't have to pay for, what about Roku, though? To get the Roku stick or whatever that is that the part that costs, though? That's what I was asking. Jimmy says, oh, I see now. Dan says, no, I'm off this week. Jimmy says, I have to get Connie to get it. There you go, yeah. Yeah, Connie will know how to do it, Jimmy. Get her to help you. She'll set it up for you. Hey, Spaceman. Hey, thanks for coming in. I'm at the campground, Dan. I'm at the campground. There's all the campers that's here as far as right now. A lot of them left today and yesterday. Larry says, no, it's Roku TV or stick like Amazon Fire Stick. Okay. Right. But I know the Amazon Fire Stick, though, you got to pay for that service, like to get the Fire Stick and to get it to work, though. Darn bugs on my phone. I mean, is that right, though? Am I telling that? Because I thought it cost to get like to have the Fire Stick or something. Or you get the Fire Stick, but then you got to pay whatever channels you want to watch or something, or movies. I could be wrong, though. Because like I said, I don't know for 100%. I don't have any of that stuff. I know people that do, but I don't pay it much attention because I go for the free stuff. That's how I make my money last longer. John says, I almost forgot. Hit those thumbs up, people. Hey, I appreciate that, John. Yeah, you can hit the up, the down thumb, the dislike channel button. Don't matter to me. JT says, yeah, you got to buy the Roku equipment, but it don't cost to use. Okay, gotcha. Okay. I appreciate you letting me know, Josh. She's in the camper, Spaceman, because it was a little warmest. Plus, there were dogs out earlier because people walk their dogs. Like this part right here in front of me, this is all a dog walking area because they got, let me loosen this thing again so I can turn the camera. So like right there's a dog station where you throw away their, waste. You can walk them all, and some people do. And I know if I have her with me, she'll get the barking and stuff. Let me tighten this back so it don't move when and I know y'all are seeing my finger, and I'm trying to hide it. Jimmy saying hey to Dan. Ed says, Dan the Mountain Man, I didn't know that was a chef course. I didn't know that you had a channel either until the other day. William says, I think Roku is free and you pay for the apps. If they aren't free, someone correct me if needed. And Dan says, okay, I drove through Lenore an hour ago. I'm in Morgan. Oh, cool. So you went down 18, Highway 18. I know which road you've taken. Hey, Virginia. Hey, thanks for coming in. How's Miss Virginia tonight? Leslie says, we all have Roku-ready TVs. It doesn't cost a thing extra. Okay. I couldn't remember, but now the Amazon, if you get the Amazon, don't that cost though? The fire, what they call the Fire Stick or something? As far as like if you want to get like all the current movies that are out in theaters and it's coming out, I know there's a cost somewhere involved in that because I got a buddy that has that. Excuse me. I'm about to go get me a drink. And I didn't bring one. I don't think I brought one. I might have one on the golf cart. I got the golf cart over here beside me. I was too lazy to walk. John says, do they have commercials? Yeah, they got commercials. They're not real long though, John. That's what I like about it. The commercials, 2 minutes, something like that at most, sometimes shorter. Lord, it jumped on me again. Hang on, I'm trying to get caught up to you guys. It says, if it's free, it's for me. That's right. That's right. Spaceman saying, hey. Larry says, yes, John, there's ads like on YouTube. Janet, hey, handsome, good to see you. Thank you, Janet. Leslie says, the only time it costs is to buy a Roku stick if you don't have a Roku TV. Then everything's free. Gotcha. Virginia saying, hey. Larry says, hey. Larry. He said, I'm assuming you're talking to me. The Spaceman says, Larry, I thought Janet was talking to me. And Larry says, you're wrong, Spaceman. Virginia says, I have a TCL TV. It has Roku. Blaine saying, hey. Spaceman's laughing at Larry. Janet says, no, Larry, you're not my type. William says, I pay $72 per month for YouTube TV on Roku. If anyone knows another app that has football, baseball, and free, list them. Yeah, see, now I don't know about that. I mean, I don't even have the YouTube TV part. Like I say, I do the Pluto because I know every bit of that stuff's free. And at home, I get the digital airwaves. I'm paying for the internet, and I can pretty much watch everything I want to watch on the internet. Now, as far as here at the campground, though, I got to get caught up on Yellowstone for free. Well, I mean, I'm paying for my site, but still yet, though, I'm getting to watch TV that I normally don't get to at home. Dan says, yes, I do cooking videos, but far from a chef, just a guy who likes to cook. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I like cooking too. There's only certain things I know how to cook. I don't know how to cook at all, but I can cook. I can cook good enough for me. I didn't get this belly for no reason. Let me get caught with you guys so it won't keep jumping so much like it is. Jimmy saying, hey, the Spaceman. Spaceman says, I guess she told you, Larry. And Larry says, dang, Janet. William says, friendly TV is nice. I'll check that one out. Spaceman saying, hey. Leslie says, you're my type, Larry. That's all that matters. Hey, that's right. Blaine says, he's not my type either, Janet. Dan saying, hey. Leslie says, Pluto does have free sports channels. They do. And they got the game show channels and all that mess, but it's all rerun stuff, pretty much. Virginia saying, hey. Leslie saying, hey. Larry says, thanks, Leslie. Thank God you like fat boys, Leslie. Larry, you're not fat. Larry saying, hey. And Leslie says, I do, baby. And Larry says, you're missing out, Blaine. And Blaine's laughing. William says, Leslie, are they live or recorded? Probably recorded, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Leslie doesn't watch sports, so yeah, I'll answer that for you, William. I'm pretty sure some of them might be live. I don't really know because I hadn't really checked out the sports. I know it's got it, but I hadn't really checked out anything on the sports section of it as far as you can go to the categories. So I don't really know that for sure. You just have to download it and watch it and see. And William says thanks. Hold on a minute. I'm going to go get me a drink. This darn weather changing's about to get to me. Cold one day and hot the next. That's what's got me. Now that's better. William says ESPN doesn't offer anything for it. Right. Yeah, no, I doubt you'll. I know, I don't. Well, I'd have to get on and look again, which I can't right now. But I don't remember seeing an ESPN. If there is one on Pluto, I'm sure it's all reruns and stuff like that. But you're right, though. Yeah, ESPN's not going to give nothing away. Leslie says, it's definitely worth the download. It's a great. Yeah, it is. If you're talking about Pluto TV, Leslie, is that the one you're talking about, or is it a different one? Spaceman Jeff, did you bring enough drinks for everyone? I don't reckon. I've just got the one for me. Sorry, guys. Y'all have to go thirsty. Come on, man. What happened to Dry Creek? I saw all their videos are gone. I'm not sure. Don't know. I don't have an answer for that. William says, we have Pluto on our Roku. I'll watch Gunsmoke on it. Right, yeah. I'll do the Gunsmoke, Rawhide, Wanted Dead or Alive, Green Acres. And Lord, I forgot about Laverne and Shirley. It's even on there. And I forgot about that show. I'm going way back. I hadn't really watched any of it, but I know it's on there. Let's see, Laser says, let's not talk about people that aren't on here, y'all. Right. Laser says, yes, Pluto is the app I'm talking about. Blaine says, you will have to reach out to other channels to find out. Come on, man. Blaine says, we don't know what goes on with other channels here. Larry says, we watch Beverly Hillbillies. Right. Leslie says, the Beverly Hillbillies is my go-to. I watched Beverly Hillbillies here a week ago. Might have been 2 weeks ago. I watched a little bit of it. And Petticoat Junction. I watched one of them episodes just because I remember watching that with my grandparents way back in the day. Spaceman says, right, Leslie, we can talk about Larry and how much he owes you for putting up with him. And Leslie says, exactly, Spaceman. Joshy says they're doing good, though. So, I mean, that's all I know to tell you. William says, that's right, Leslie. But yeah, I mean, like I said though, I mean, if y'all are chatting with each other, that's one thing. But as far as if you're asking me stuff, if I don't know, I don't know. William says, that's right. Larry says, keep my name out of your. Yeah, keep my name out of your Will Smith slap. Yeah. Yeah, the blankety blank. Spaceman says, hi, is Joshy. I haven't seen him on in a long time. He's good. He might still be in here, Spaceman. He was in here, then he had to go do something right quick, and then he came back in. He's probably still in here. Yeah, right there he is. Come on, man. So sorry, I didn't realize it was such a. It's not that I know of. Come on, man. I mean, at least not for me. I just, like I said, you was asking me, and I just telling you that I don't know how to answer. You know, I mean, I saw where the videos are gone, but how am I supposed to know? It's not my channel. Joshy says, doing well, Spaceman. William says, that was funny, but awful. And Spaceman says, oh, Joshy's in the house. Yeah, he's in here. Dan says, I have to get back on the road so I can get home. All right, buddy. Hey, you be careful. Hey, safe travels, buddy, too. Joshy says, how you been, spaceman? And Jimmy says, good night, everybody. 4:30 comes early. Yeah, I know it, Jimmy. I know you got to, it's getting time for where you're going to be getting ready for bed. I appreciate you coming in, buddy. And Spaceman says, be careful, Dan. Leslie says, come on, man, not touchy, just not talking about people that aren't in here to answer questions. Yeah, and that's true. And then he says, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, you know, unless if I know how to answer something, other than that, I just know about my channel. That's it. Spaceman says, Joshy, my planners, I know how to say that. And here I'm getting tongue fasciitis. There we go. Get my brain working. It's hurting me. Hard to walk on it right foot. Dang. Bless your heart, Spaceman. Hey, prayers for you, buddy. I hope that gets better. William says, Joshy, Lorna just said more info sent. Says William's talking to Joshy through PMs. Leslie says, I don't even know anything about my own channel. Larry, you got Leslie blocked on her own channel. Is that why she don't know nothing about her own channel, Larry? Larry, I get you. Joshy says, okay, William, I'll get it all over to you in a couple of minutes. And Joshy says, that sucks, Spaceman. Yeah, I know it. I mean, I've never had that, but I've heard people having it, and they say it's no fun. Spaceman said, thanks, Jeff. Concrete floors are rough on my feet. I bet so. I hope my feet, I stood on concrete floors for over 20 years, so, well, it's probably been closer to, it's been 25, I know. I did it for 25, so I hope I don't have foot problems down the road. Larry says, I put her in timeout. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Well, we're down to 10%, Leslie, on my phone, which I've been on here for just shy of an hour, so, and we've all got to sit here and cut up and laugh and tell some stories and everything. Leslie, JT Josh is laughing at Larry, and Leslie says he'll let me out of timeout when he needs something, I'm sure. Yeah, when he's ready to eat that dinner you've cooked him. If he wants any of that to eat, Leslie, he better watch it, or he'll go hungry. And William says, gotta go, y'all. Gotta go, y'all. Have a blessed evening. Thank you for coming in, William. I'll see you on the next go round. Larry saying hey to JT, and Spaceman says, Leslie, count that as a blessing. Joshy says, see you, William. I appreciate you, buddy. And I'm caught up at the moment. I appreciate all y'all coming in. Like I say, I mean, I done this spur, didn't tell a soul. Nobody even knew I was doing this. Just, I went and got me a milkshake, drank it, got back here to the campground, and I did text Teresa to see if they were going live, but I still hadn't even heard back from her yet. So I take it they didn't, because nobody's said that they're live. And I checked before I went live. But I mean, I hadn't even told a soul. And that's probably why Dennis and Teresa Jackson's not in here, because, I mean, like I said, I didn't tell anybody. And I know they're at their campground, and they hang out with people there, so he's probably not even running the computer. But he'll watch the replay, though. Joshy says, Leslie, you aren't the only girl Larry knows. And Larry, wait a minute, Larry says, have you been to Soaky Mountain yet? No, not this year. I hadn't, Larry. I went last year 2 times, but I hadn't been this year yet. Of course, you know I got some stuff coming up here before long. But then after all that's over with, then I'll probably try to get to it again this year before before they shut it down for the season, which is not till Labor Day weekend, I think. I think they're open till Labor Day weekend, something like that. Maybe a weekend or so after that. I'm sure it all depends on the weather, too. Leslie says, Joshy, I'm the only one who knows what he likes. And then she's going, shh. Larry says, all girls are dead to me, Joshy, dead. Janet says, where are you at? I'm in Pigeon Forge, Janet. I'm at my campground. That's where I'm at. Just been hanging out here because, like I said, I had to get work done to my car today. That cost quite a bit. As far as I had to get a starter put on it, so that way I wouldn't be caught stranded or having to get towed somewhere to get it fixed. I got lucky that it started acting up before it got to the point where it just wouldn't do nothing at all. And I got it all handled today. So Spaceman says, Harvey's, have y'all been to the Ark? Was wondering what motels are good to stay at. And Joshy says, I meant women, Larry. Joshy says, Leslie, he's a man. Every woman knows what he likes. Leslie says, no, Spaceman, we haven't been. I sure want to go, though. Yeah, that's the other thing that because I'm kind of close to that right now, because I know it's in Kentucky as far as going up there and seeing the Ark. And I might make a trip while I'm here in Pigeon Forge. I might make a trip over to there, make a day trip out of it or something, because I don't think it's that far of a drive for me. I know my family back home went for a day trip to it, from where I live at home. Larry says, Spaceman, we have not, but the closest place with hotels are in Dry Ridge, Kentucky. Okay, well, I appreciate the info too on that, Larry. Spaceman says we're thinking about going, and Jimmy's saying bye to everybody. Don't work too hard, Jimmy. I'm getting ready to hop off here anyway, because like I said, my battery's already below 10%. And then I give you guys a chance to chat together on here for a little while. Next time I decide to do something like this, so I kind of try to make sure my phone's charged up a little bit more. So that's definitely my fault. Definitely my fault. And like I say, what's alive without a fiasco happening? At least one. Hey, Missy. Hey, thanks for coming in. Yeah, you know not to say it. Yeah, tardy's fine. But, still not even tardy. Nobody's late, tardy. Just, all you got to do is just come in and say, hey, and that's it. Or, hey, I'm here. Something of that nature. I appreciate you coming in, Missy. Spaceman says it's probably about 3.5 hours from... Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. If that's what it is, I can definitely do that for a day trip. And I want to go to Rock City, too, which is down there towards Joshy's way. I'm still wanting to... That's down there in Chattanooga. I want to do a day trip to it. Leslie says, Joshy, I'm better than most. And Spaceman saying, hey. Missy saying, hey. Larry says, there's a Hampton Inn I know for sure. All right. The Hampton Inns are nice. Leslie says, great word substitution, Missy. Yeah, tardy. Yeah, see, look, I knew Josh would know about Rock City, because he did say it was good. And I want to go to it. I've seen some videos on it. Missy says, hopefully we can get together soon. And Angie's saying, hey, and Josh says, I'll ask Larry, Leslie. But, hey, I know I probably got, at least 5 more minutes or something like that. Okay, Chattanooga is awesome as well. I have to check out Chattanooga then, too, as far as the city. Sort of drive around. I know there's a certain section that I need to stay away from. Is that not right, Joshy, though? Isn't there a rough section, though, that I got to stay away from? I think I remember you telling me about that. Leslie says the Ark encounter is only an hour and 20 minutes from us. Lucky thing. See, now you cuss me about Pigeon Forge, but I'm going to cuss you about being close to the Ark. Leslie says, go ahead, Joshy, he'll tell you. And then Josh says, that's absolutely right, with a, G-U-N pointing. And Larry says, Leslie knows exactly what I like. Well, I'm caught up. But, hey, I appreciate Missy says, I don't want Jeff to get mad at me. Wait, me? Oh, yeah, talking about, yeah. No, I'm not going to get mad. I know you like messing around as far as, whenever I started that, back when I first started going live about where everybody's apologizing about coming in, you know what. And so I just said, I'll just let everybody know that they don't even have to say that. They just come in when they want to. Because, I mean, it's the truth. Just come in when you want to. Leave when you want to. I mean, don't bother me a bit. I don't expect nothing from anybody. Like I said, I done this live on a whim. I didn't even know who all would come in and who wouldn't. But all y'all did, so, and I appreciate it. I've had fun. I got to at least be on here for an hour before my phone's getting ready to die. Ed says, Jeff, is that rocking chair comfortable? I like the look. Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I mean, I've laid back here, kick back. The fateful 30. There you go, Blaine. Hey, Arrow. Hey, Arrow. I miss you, Arrow. And Tootsie definitely misses you. And I miss Ava, too. I miss Ava. And hopefully y'all will be back up and you can come by the camper. Tell your daddy to bring you and Lake and Ava by. And I'll take y'all for a ride on the golf cart again and stuff. And Missy says, that's right, I'm sarcastic half the time. Yeah, I know it. That's what I say. We all pretty much know everybody because we've chatted long enough. And that's what I like. So anyhow, but yeah, I won't be live tomorrow night, but be on the lookout for later on in the week. I will give you a heads up. I might throw a video up too to remind you. But just be out on the lookout for later on in the week. Yeah, I miss seeing Ava's ears also. But later on this week, towards the weekend, just be on the lookout on YouTube. Give you a little heads up. That's all I'm going to say right now. Got to keep you in suspense. Keep you watching. Nah, I don't care about stuff like that. Just messing. But I appreciate all y'all coming in tonight, though. I really do. But Tootsie's in the camper, so I don't have her to show tonight. I'll let her stay in. But anyhow, I'll see you guys on the next go round. I enjoyed it. Glad I got me a new phone holder gimbal thing. So now I'm back in business. Yeah, and Joshie's got more Real Flame Barbecue videos coming soon. And everybody's saying bye to everybody's stuff. So, yeah. Love all y'all. Good night, and I will see you again soon. Night, guys. Love y'all.